So I've just woken up in the morning to do Avalanche Peak, and unfortunately the weather's taken a turn and it's quite rainy and hazy outside. There are little specks of blue sky and sunlight out there, but I don't think it's going to be that nice up there. I also do know there's like a thunderstorm coming in at 12. What is going on with this? 12 today. So I'm just trying to make the decision whether I want to hike up Avalanche Peak or not, because I know I'm going to get drenched, but I don't know, kind of I've got that little bit of hope inside of me that it's going to have like one moment of clarity up there, which I don't think it will, but I'm always hopeful in these situations. So I'm just having a little sit and a think, and I'm getting ready for it, but we'll have a bit of a suss and then decide whether I want to go up, and if I ever even want to stay in Arthur's Pass, because if the weather's going to be like this and shit, I might as well just move on to the next place, because I don't really want to just sit in my van all day today in the rain. Already had my first slip, but we're doing this. The rain started just sprinkling, so I'm going to just try to get up as quickly as possible. Hope for a moment of clarity and then just come back down. Wish me luck. So I'm hiking up to the summit via Avalanche Peak route. There are actually two tracks that lead up to the summit, Avalanche Peak route and Scott's track. The way to do it in a circuit is up Avalanche Peak route and down via Scott's track, because it's a lot easier on the legs. Do not come down via Avalanche Peak route. It is very steep. It would be extremely dangerous to climb down this part of the track. It's all rock climbing. It's very slippery. You do pass some beautiful waterfalls going up this way though. The hike also is, I think it's only about a 5 to 6 kilometer return hike. It's not long, but because it's so steep and hard going up this part of the track, you are going to probably need about 1 to 2 hours just to get up to the ridge from this track. And do not do it in the wet weather I'm doing. I cannot stress it that enough. This was probably not one of my best ideas, but as an experienced hiker, I know when to turn back and when I'm pushing myself too hard, and it wasn't too bad when I was actually hiking up, so I just continued on. I will admit, even in hazy conditions, it's very beautiful. Also, do not recommend you do this if you have no hiking experience and if you're not good with heights or rock climbing, because it's all just rock climbing up. And I do not recommend you do it in the weather I'm doing, again, unless you're an experienced hiker, because this can be really fucking dangerous. I'm even being extra careful, because one wrong slip and I'm going straight down, just so you know. The first 1 to 2 hours of this hike are all rock climbing, pretty much on the surface that you can see in this video. It is a gradient all the way up. There is no flat sections at all. The first probably 30 to 40 minutes is the steepest section, where it's pretty much a vertical climb up, and then you do pass through a little bit of tree cover towards the end of the ascent. I should say the end of the first ascent, because there's many different ascents on this hike. And then it pretty much goes to a part where there is absolutely no shelter. So if the weather is looking bad, do not continue on. Do not continue on from here. That's all I have to say. You can see how incredible the views would be if it wasn't hazy. Once you're on the ridge, you will follow pole post markers to the summit. There is absolutely no shelter at all from the tree line up to the summit, and then from the summit down to the tree line of Scott's track. So make sure you do bring the appropriate gear. You will need to pack for an alpine hike. This is an alpine hike, so make sure you have a jacket and some warm clothing and are fully equipped, because the weather up there can change rapidly, and that's actually what happened to me. The further I got up, the worse it got. So yeah, just please keep that in mind and stay safe. At the summit, can't see anything but snow. I've never seen snow before. Oh, I want to touch it. I want to touch it. I'm going to touch it. That is literally just ice. Okay. Whew. That's exciting though. That's very exciting. Seeing that snow was probably the highlight of this hike. It does continue up steep pretty much right on the ridge, and then I got to this beautiful viewpoint, and this is where I actually put the camera away because my safety was becoming an issue and that was my priority. I did hike up Avalanche Peak because it was easier for me to hike up and get back down via Scott's Track rather than turn around. However, the weather had changed rapidly, the wind was really strong, it was raining, it was just very dangerous, so I didn't film anything. I pretty much ran down Scott's Track, back to my car, and then the storm hit. I got dry and then I just left. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty disappointed again with this hike because it was one of the other hikes I was really looking forward to doing with my time in New Zealand, and it didn't go to plan. So I, again, didn't really film anything. I was quite sad after this hike. I'm not gonna lie, but I guess that's just the reality of hiking. That is going to conclude this video, guys. As you can see, another hike that did not go to plan. I've really gone through it my time in New Zealand. But as always, if you like my videos, make sure you click the like button and the subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one.